welcome everyone to the latest TezTalks Live. Today we have myself, William McKenzie of Tezos Commons, and we're joined by our other co-host, Ken Garofalo of Tezos Commons, and also Matin Kaboli and
Happy to be here.
John Peterson of Payzos. So we have quite a bit to get into today, including a demo of Payzos. But before all that, guys, how's everything going? Are you all having a good Thursday so far?
Yeah, everything's fine. Thank you.
Doing well. It's been a crazy week, but I'm happy to be here with the Payzos team and learn more
Absolutely.
about this exciting product that you guys have built. So on that note, everyone in the audience listening, this is something we've been doing for the past few episodes here. I want you guys to stay tuned until about 10 minutes until the end of this episode. We're going to give a keyword away. You're going to enter that keyword exactly as we present it in the YouTube chat, and we're going to have a bot randomly select one of you to win a Tezos branded Ledger Nano S. So stay tuned. Quite exciting, guys. That keyword will come about 10 minutes before the end.
Yeah, and I guess we can just go ahead and get into it now. Mateen, would you like to talk about your background a little bit and kind of what led you down the path and drew you to Tezos?
Okay. I'm a JavaScript developer, and me and my friend John, we've been, interested in blockchain and different networks like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And he's a PHP developer, and I'm a JavaScript developer. And we were interested in these kind of networks and blockchain and all that stuff. And I was introduced to Tezos network by one of my friends, and he told me the idea, and I thought that it's a very good idea, and we can work on it. And this is where it all just began. Yeah.
John, what about you?
I have nothing to say now. Just I and Matin are students, and we will introduce to blockchain, and Tezos made a challenge for us to be a better programmer. I have nothing too much to say.
So you guys met, you were students together, you guys met in university. Yes. And you sort of stumbled into Tezos. So someone might have introduced you to it, and then from there you just sort of started picking it up and learning.
Exactly.
I want to get more into that story of how you guys get introduced into Tezos and why you stuck with it, and what makes Tezos so appealing to you guys.
I think it's because we thought that it's like a new network. Compared to other networks like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we thought that this network has a lot of potential, and we can build some applications that are new to this network. So that's it.
That's cool. So it's more like just having such a new space to operate in gives you more creative freedom, so you'll be able to find your product fit more easily than something that's already been built out.
Yes, it's just a way for us to grow. We're just
That's awesome, guys. And maybe just what is your background in university? What did you focus in studies?
We were both studying computer science, and we were trying different sections and different things, and I don't know how, but we were really interested in blockchain, and this is why we are here.
Absolutely. And so before we get into it, you guys have created Payzos, which is the first ever WordPress plugin that enables you to accept XTZ in an e-commerce store, correct? So the website is payzos.io. company again is Payzos, is Payzos. And at the end of this episode, we're going to get into a demo, guys. So the audience, stay tuned for that. The demo is going to be really exciting. You're going to see how easy it is to set up your own e-commerce store and then start accepting XTZ as payment. So I was wondering if maybe, Martin, you want to give us a little bit of, in your own words, an explanation of what Payzos is.
Payzos is a payment method that everyone can use. It's free to use. It allows people to pay XTZ for payments instead of US dollars and all other things. And there are some benefits for doing that, and it's that there are fees. I mean, you don't have to pay a lot of fees. It's very simple to do, and we are also working on using some other integrations like Beacon to our payment page, so that it would be easier for users to pay with XTZ. But right now, this is what they should do. They should access their wallet and send to the specific address to confirm the payment. But yeah, it works very easily, and it's very easy to do.
Yeah, and actually, I believe you guys have 4 plugins so far. So could you tell the audience a little bit of where can you currently use Payzos, and perhaps talk about a roadmap as well?
Okay, there are 4 different plugins that we're currently working on, but there are only currently 2 plugins that are working and active, as you can see on the website. One of them is OpenCard, and the other one is WordPress. And we're working on the other 2, and I think they'll be ready for like 2 weeks. And one of them is PrestaShop, and the other one is Magento, and they're not available right now. But as I said, we've been working on it. And for the future, as I said before, we're trying to create this way for users to use Beacon extension to pay XT on the same page. They don't need to go anywhere to complete the payment. And this is what we're all trying to do, and we hope we can do our best.
Yeah, that's very cool. I mean, I'm a WordPress user, and I know early days of Tezos, I was always posting in Reddit channels asking for someone to go out and develop this plugin for WordPress that would enable you to accept XTZ as payment. I'm wondering, you guys have identified these 4 different platforms that you're creating the plugin for. So WordPress / WooCommerce, PrestaShop, Magento, and OpenCart. Why did you guys choose to focus on those 4 different plugin versions for those systems?
Because they're very common. I think there are only 5 platforms people really use to build their applications or their websites, shops, and things like that. And these are the 4, and the other one is, I think, Shopify, and many people use. I think we might be able to do that in the future. I mean, build a plugin for that as well. But right now, I think these are the 4 most used platforms to create websites and things like that. This is why we focused on these 4 platforms. And it's actually it's not that hard to create plugins for them. They have really good documentations, and it made us very easy to do.
Interesting.
Also, we have an open API. Everyone can build on plugin for each e-commerce he has. We have OpenAPI, but the document for OpenAPI is not ready. We will make it ready, and everyone can use it.
So that's a great point there, John. So open API, so this stuff, when the documentation gets released, it can be sort of audited by the community to make sure everything's airtight, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
And
everyone on their own website, if they're not using any platforms like WordPress or things like that, they can very easily use our API. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, speaking on that, we have a question from the audience from a user by the name The Spot. He asked, could this plugin be used if one wanted to create a marketplace so merchants could accept Tezos as a payment if they used the platform to sell goods in return for XTZ as a payment?
Yeah, they can absolutely use it, and we're gonna show it on the demo how to do it. It's very easy, and yeah, they can do that.
Awesome. So we will show that in the demo, guys, in the audience. Just hold tight. We're almost getting to the demo portion. But before we do, I just want to ask you guys a little bit about if you encountered any barriers when you started creating these plugins. I know you mentioned the beacon integration should help you in the future, but as it currently stands, was there any barriers to doing this sort of project?
Nope. I don't think there's. I don't think we encountered any big issues or things like that. It was very easy, and yeah, it was easy. But and we worked really hard for it for like past couple of months. We had to change the whole plan, and so there was a lot of work, but at the end it paid off.
Exactly. And now you guys we have a question from the audience here, Zanity Zuzu. They love this and they want to know, is there documentation on GitHub, or where can they find the area to download the plugin? Mm-hmm.
There is actually documentation on GitHub for WordPress plugins, and we're gonna show that on the demo, I guess. Yep. For that.
Sorry, it's our repository hosted on GitLab.
Yeah, I'm sorry, GitLab, not GitHub.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But before we get into the demo, Matin, would you mind talking about some of your experience, if you've had any, with the Tezos Foundation?
Tezos Foundation?
Yeah.
There's not really experience that I have. I just saw that some this opportunity, and I mean this challenge as an opportunity, and we took it. And at first we didn't really know the network, and we didn't know if there was going to be any support from anyone, but I'm really glad that I'm here, and we are promoting this application. Yeah, so
absolutely, very cool that the Tezos Foundation was able to include Payzos as part of the 4th cohort of grants. And it allows developers such as yourself, Martin, and yourself, John, to be able to build the products you love and are passionate about, and then have that backing from the entity for funding. So we love how that's set up here within the ecosystem. And so I believe, are we ready to get into the demo? Will, do you want to just confirm we're ready to release the code word here for all the audience to enter in the YouTube chat?
Yeah. So for the giveaway, enter keyword !Payzos. That's Payzos. And we will select a winner here towards the end of the stream.
All right, guys in the YouTube chat, go ahead. Let's see who's the winner this time. And that will lead us right into the demo here. So all of you that are interested in creating your own store and then implementing these plugins to start accepting XTZ, this is where you really want to pay attention. These guys are going to demo their product and show you actually how it works, and they're going to accept, I believe, a small payment for a test item that they've listed on the site. So without further ado, go ahead, John, you can take this away.
Okay, thank you. What Matin will explain the demo, I just will show the demo, and here we go.
Okay, so at first we are going to try to install Payzos, for WordPress, and then we're gonna test a payment and see if it works. You should go to the dashboard settings on WordPress and click on plugins, and and install plugins, and make sure that the WooCommerce plugin is already installed, and if it's not, otherwise it won't work. So you click on add plugins, and then the search button you press Payzos. Yeah, install it. And click on activate. And then you see that Payzos is here besides WooCommerce. And you click on WooCommerce and go to the settings. And then on the, I think, payment tab, payment. You should find Payzos and click on it. Yeah. And you should enable this payment gateway and make sure that this is turned on. And in XTZ address, you're gonna enter your address for Tezos network, your public key, and then click on Save Changes. So I think everything is done here. There's not really much to do, and yeah, we're going to try to create a payment, see if it works out. Let's say we want to, buy a watch from a shopping website. You find it, and slow it down, John. Let me finish talking. Yeah. Okay. You select your what you want to pay, and then you come here and you enter all your information in the billing details, and then you have to select Payzos here in the Payzos payment service, and then click on place order. Yeah, and then you will be redirected to the Payzos website, and you can see the amount and the address and the time that's left for you to finish the payment. And you can also use a QR code to scan the address. Yeah, and in the above box, you can see a bit of information about the payment, which is the payment ID that you can use in the website to track your payment, and the website, which is WordPress, and the time. Then you're going to fill this information into your wallet, for example, the amount and the address, and then click on send. Oh, that's not working. I don't know why. Yeah, it is working now. So yep, you click on confirm to send this amount of XTZ to that specific address, and we'll wait for the confirmation. Yeah, and all you have to do is to just wait for like a minute for the Payzos application to confirm this payment, and then we'll be ready to move on.
So what you just showed there is you had your own wallet set up through Kukai, which, by the way, has a great new redesign there. We saw some awesome UI, and then you just sent it to this address here that you were given. That's new. That's generated based on the input you had on the back end, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a timer here. There's a countdown timer. It looks like you have a total of 15 minutes before the transaction becomes null if it hasn't been received by then.
Yeah.
And another important thing to note is, I know everyone's going crazy over the cost of Ethereum gas to send a transaction. What we just noted on the screen here was the cost of gas was less than a third of a penny. I believe it was less than a third of the amount of XTZ that you actually sent for the transaction here, which was represented as 1 penny, right? So very cheap gas cost for Tezos right now to send any kind of transaction.
Yeah, it's almost zero fee. Yeah. And
so for the storefront owners out there that are thinking about these alternative methods of payment to accept, well, you can ease the burden on your customer a little bit if you're accepting cryptocurrencies by accepting Tezos here. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Martin.
Yeah, and that's it. You are automatically redirected to your shopping website, and it shows you the details about that payment, like payment ID and transaction hash, amount in both USD dollars and XTZ, and the date. And that's it. You just bought something from a shopping website, and you can see it on the orders in WooCommerce and see the status and the date and all that other properties. Yeah, this was for WooCommerce. It's really easy. There's not much to say about it because as you saw, it's you don't need to do a lot of things. You have to just go to the settings and enter your address, and that's it. Yep. And in the payment status page that you can see on top, you can click on it and you can copy your payment ID and enter your payment ID here and click on check. And anyone can do it and see if see the status and some other things like payment ID, transaction hash, the website, amount, and date. So to check the payment ID, and let's go back and try to do the same thing for another plugin, OpenCard, which is available right now. Same thing. You should go to the dashboard, and first you should come to the website and click on OpenCard. And then when you click it, there's a download button here. You should click on download and download this OpenCard installer version and save it to your desktop. And then you should come to the dashboard settings on OpenCard and click on installer. And upload that file that you just downloaded from OpenCard website. And it's uploaded for now, and you should click on extensions and filter all the extensions to payments, and then you have to find Payzos here. And you should click on install in the right green button, and then click on edit. And you should make sure that the order status is on processing, and the status is enabled. And for the Tezos wallet hash, it's the same as in the WordPress plugin. All you have to do is to put your address here and it's done. Yep. And let's say we want to test Payzos and try to buy something from a shopping website that is using OpenCard. Let's say we want to buy this camera, and you fill the information and click on add to card, and then you're going to the checkout page, and you should make sure to click on Payzos online payment. You can add comments if you want. And click on terms of conditions and continue. And as you can see, we are redirected to the very same page that we saw earlier for the WordPress plugin. And for the rest, it's all the same. You have to pay this amount to this specific address, and that's it. It's very easy to do. Yeah.
This is very cool. And for the audience watching, I want to challenge the audience to go ahead and try to use these products within their stores. And then I want them to start leaving reviews for these plugins. As we noted earlier, when you searched in the WooCommerce, when you searched in the WordPress plugin, Payzos came up, but it had no reviews. So I want to see at least, we'll call it 5 reviews by next week. I know there's a lot of audience watching here that probably have stores, e-commerce stores that you can use these plugins in. So I want to see if we can get some reviews for you guys because this is such an amazing product. It enables more utility for the XTZ to actually be used in payment for these stores. So we do have a winner, guys, for the audience that's listening on YouTube. So the winner will need to email social@tezoscommons.org with proof that they are the owner of this YouTube account. So a screenshot to prove that you're the owner. And the mod will also post in the YouTube chat the social@tezoscommons.org email address. So the winner is of the Tezos branded Ledger Nano S, Carlos Sessa. Congratulations, Carlos.
Yeah, and actually I believe he's already emailed us. So looks like we already got it.
Good man, Carlos. Good man. And thank you so much, Martin and John, for showing us this demo. I didn't mean to interrupt there, but is there any further demonstration that you want to show us?
No, there is
Sorry, there is an extra before we get to show it for e-commerce owner. The Payzos.io/app, you can enter your Tezos wallet. And if you are in
not this wallet, just your public key, just your
your public key,
address.
You make it on your plugin dashboard.
Yeah, you can enter that page, and it will show you all the transactions that you have in the Payzos.
Now we have one pending and one approved payments here. It's just an option for e-commerce owners. Everyone can use, can check his transaction by just simple wallet hash, wallet address.
Entering their public key. Yeah.
So it makes it easy for the shop owner to have an accounting record at the end of the year, let's say, when they need to go back and see exactly what time, what date that they receive payment for certain goods, right? Because not that we're giving any kind of financial or tax advice, but a lot of the times you have to value the cryptocurrency in a US dollar term at time of receipt if you're accounting for revenue while accepting cryptocurrency. So very interesting that you have that back end on the app function as well on Payzos.io. So if any needs more information from you guys, I know you have your main Twitter account, which is Payzos Official @PayzosOfficial. Is there any other area that people can reach out and contact you?
I don't know. I think the Twitter account is, really active, and if they want, they can contact with us. We've been talking to some people there, and yep, I think this is their main way to access us.
That's
And
excellent.
also, we are supporting on GitLab issues and our email info@payzos.io. We are supporting and every issues you have, we are answering there.
Excellent. So info@payzos.io. And also you have the GitLab. So we will actually provide that GitLab link in maybe the comment section of this video here. And is there any other announcements or maybe a timeline for the next integration to be released that you guys want to give to the audience right now?
I think the other two plugins will be available for like 2 or at least, last weeks from now. Yeah, it will be less than a month for us to complete them. And our main goal is to, have some stable versions for all these 4 plugins without any issues or problems or bugs or anything. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, Will, I don't know about you, but I think we have some tasking to do here for the Tezos Commons swag shop.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And before we wrap things up, John, Matin, I'd like to thank you guys for coming on the show today.
Thank you too. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. And if anyone wants to follow up, we are at Tezos Commons. We can be reached on Telegram, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. We're out there. We also have the website tezoscommons.org/TezTalks, where you can find more information about upcoming episodes. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. And until next time, take care.